Good afternoon, everyone. September 14th. It is a good good Saturday. I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I usually do unboxes and new comic book hauls, but I wanted to do something different. And the idea just came to me while I was at work the other day. Because I just got to thinking, what did I collect? What do I, like? And so I thought I thought I'd call it a "What's Your Age" comic book era. And that just started as a joke to me because because the question of "What's your age" could get you slapped. So just the way I asked the question just made me funny. So anyway, I started looking through my collection and I realized, as I'm getting into collecting comics a year ago, it makes sense that my comics are predominantly modern. I have over 1,400 comics, and almost 1,200 of those are modern comics. Books like Amazing Spider-Man 800. Let's see if I set that up right so it doesn't worry. Yeah, 9.6 signed by Mark Bagley. The artwork, you can tell the detail in Spider-Man's suit, the Red Goblin. Just the detail behind it that's just not there in other books. Captain Marvel #1, the long hair Archer variant. The details in modern books, there's no doubt about it that they are, artists are getting better and better in their time. Things can't stay the same for all the time. But anyway, modern is what I predominantly collect. Hell, it's what comes out every Wednesday. Modern books. Be a shock if other than facsimile reprints, be surprised if anything else came out on New Comic Book Day. Hence the modern. But that's not what That's besides getting the new books. I do like other books. But if you're not collecting modern books like those 3 or 4 I showed you, what did you like? The detail is different. And luckily I did have some books to show you all the categories. I didn't think I would. I had about 4 or 5 kind of golden era books. Turns out, that I have my favorite, being the Silver Age, because that is 86 Silver Age books according to my CLZ Comics app. And then Bronze Age is 139. So I live in Bronze and Silver Age, but as you'll see in a minute, I can just explain a little bit better why I like the Silver Age. But these aren't real Golden Age, but these are replicas, Toys R Us reprints. But these are the golden kind of age books, because while it's pretty and all that, and if I get my facts wrong, I do apologize. I'm doing it to the best of my example, and you're welcome to correct me politely. I don't mind a little constructive criticism, but rude criticism is always unwelcome. But just how it's designed and how things are drawn, you could tell things were done before modern, things were even thought of, because Mr. Freeze, the outfits, the way things are designed is interesting. The way the cold gun is designed. See if I can get it in there. Just the way things look. Things are better than they were before, I'm sure, but there's a difference. Just the way the detail in there is of a simpler time, you can tell. And I've seen the inside of books like this, and it's not blow me out of the water impressive. At least it isn't for me. Just part of the reason why I like what I like in the Silver Age is the way the artwork is. And replica of Detective Comics 38. So first Robin, or I think Origin of Robin or something. Mr. Gretzky says, I collected from the 1999, 2006, then 2011 to 2019. Bit Bit love Silver Age but Bronze Age but want more Golden Age. I can hear you there. But but the reason why I don't particularly am favorites of the golden older age, this the age here, is just it's not the most creative, I would want to say, on the covers, if that's the right term I'm looking for, just because it's just different to me. I mean, why is why is Batman holding a trampoline circus mat thing? Robin is jumping out of it, and if assuming this is the exact detail for detail, other than the Toys R Us thing here for the reprint, if this really was pink kind of thing, what went in behind the choosing for the cover? I mean, it's almost like, all right, we're gonna select a color and we're going with pink today. We want Batman holding a random object. That'll do. Add that in there. Oh, and we should have Robin jumping through it, and we got a cover. I mean, I'm not criticizing in any way, but to me, it just doesn't make sense. These older books just doesn't quite make sense. But obviously, someone does, or someone does like it, does prefer it. I know there are some people, or whatever, who are golden age. Collect golden age, but I don't. Of course, mainly because I'm a superhero kind of collector. So the books I want are, I don't want to get, Daffy Duck, Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, the Western books. Action Comics 89 Golden book is one I'd like to find. That's cool. The only, for sure, the real Golden Age book I have is Action Comics 123 or 24. It's currently at CGC. So I had to have at least one Golden Age book, and I wanted it of Superman, because it was my first love and all that. And plus, I can't have Spider-Man Golden Age because he didn't exist then. So, but Silver Age is where I live. So I can get the right angle there. There you go. I mean, looking at the Silver Age here in this Fantastic Four 53 here, Origin, first appearance of the Claw, second appearance in Origin, I believe, Black Panther. Just the color. I mean, yes, things can be a little random too, but I love the detail, or the unique appearance, the detail in Sue Storm, Reed Richards, and even the colors. I mean, it might appear kind of random to me, but the color is just a hell of a lot more colorful, a lot more interesting. It's like the colors, you went from overly simple to actually having detail in it. And that's really cool, having 6971. That's really cool. My Action Comics is the issue right before Superman flies for the first time, because in those double digits, he's still leaping and jumping and all that. That's why Superman can leap taller than a building, is not fly over it. He hadn't learned how to fly yet. But just these details, a lot more. Just the covers are a lot more colorful, a lot more detailed. Golden Age wouldn't have those rocks flying everywhere. I mean, even when there's more solid books, a solid color like this one of the first Fantastic Four books I got, it's you got more detail in his face, Blast Star, even though it's grayish and you can hardly see it. And it's simple to a way, but it's really colorful and action oriented. That's why I like that. Is the Silver Age there. I got this one from Chris on We Love Comics. One of the nicest condition books I have of Fantastic Four. But just the color there. The same tone for everyone else, and Crystal here is the only thing really different in there. Plus just the style of the lettering, unique lettering, specific font starts showing up in my, if I'm correct in my assumption. But even when you have books like this, so I can get it there. This reminds me closer to of what these Detective Comic Batman books are in a little more simpler times. But even this is almost like a story within the story, like a one-panel cover story. You know, just very interesting in how it happens. Especially, maybe it might just be these Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane books here. I mean, that's particularly where I noticed this at. But this is very interesting to me. Just, yeah, it reminds me similar to an older style than the Silver Age. But it still has more going on in the cover. It still has more going on in the cover than the Golden Age book. The Golden Age book is like 2 characters, a brief action sequence, and a single color. This at least has detail in it. But yeah, you need to work more on your Silver Age Fantastic Four. Yeah. I recently started working on my Silver Age books on Fantastic Four. You know, I've gotten a few books that should be coming in the mail soon. But even when, like I said, they said the same tone, but still, it tells more of a picture. Even when it has nothing to do with what's going on inside the story, or not so much going on. But hey, Tim, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. But just the color, more detail, and things in the artwork, and just the artwork, just, you know, like Kirby is brilliant. I don't think I realized how much I could appreciate the good job Kirby does with his books. And now we're going to start, for another reason why we're going into the Amazing Spider-Man here, where I have a lot more of Amazing Spider-Man to show, because that is where I have the most of my Silver Age. Most Golden Age books I have will be Archie's. Well, nothing wrong with that. I remember reading Archie's comic digest, some Archie, whatever. I remember reading that a lot as a kid. I like that. But they're modern stuff, so nothing old. But just the detail, you know. I think this is, not sure if it's Ditko or not. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with the artists as I should be. I did a little bit of prep work for this video, but I'm still not as prepped as I should be, so I apologize. Like I said, you guys are welcome to correct me. If you recognize a cover artist, please feel free to shout it out. That way it helped me out and help anyone else watching the video here. But just the detail into it. You know, I like the way Human Torch looks here. But just the way the characters are done. I mean, even when it has nothing to do with, like, why the heck did they choose this the cover for the story here? This one being the first appearance of Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, not in costume. But yes, he fights some sort of robot in here, but the cover doesn't quite make sense to me. Like, what has it to do with the story, you know? I mean, particularly, yeah, this one here. So I'm still used to the StreamYard here. I'm mixed around. But this StreamYard, this here is like, I don't understand. I mean, cover artist had something to do with, had no idea what he's thinking, but still, it's off to me. I mean, or you have this book here, first time, Amazing Spider-Man 39, when their identities are revealed to each other, secret identities. This is pretty much straight from the book. It makes total sense, but the detail here, the buildings, the detail flying, Peter's shredded shirt. It's detailed, but it's simple in a way that outshines Golden Age books so much to me. Gretzky says, from 96 to 700, I need 133 issues. Awesome. I'm getting closer and closer. I have my list, every issue written down there, and I mark it off every time I get one. So more and more, I'm getting closer. but even when they the detail's a little bit off, like the face here in the first appearance of the rhino, I mean, it's not the prettiest looking thing. I mean, it literally looks like a big toe with a face, with eyes, nose, and a face. You know what I mean? Rhino's face literally looks like a big toe. But yeah, thanks, Tim. Fantastic Four and Amazing Spider-Man are the basically what fills out most of my Silver Age books. Spider-Man, Superman, Amazing Spider-Man. Hey, Boyhood 7, what's up? How's it going? And anyone who wants to pop on here, just let me know and I'll send an invite. So, I mean, that way, if you want to join, Matt, I have no problem doing that. Just send me a comment on Instagram. So that way I can. It helped to have someone who's a little more knowledgeable in comics to help me out here and feed off of. So, but yeah, this one when I bought it was really weird. They had 6 extra staples on here. Hey, Rod, how's it going? 3 extra staples up here, 3 extra staples down here, including one that held this little chunk on there. And the cover, turns out, because they had it stapled together, was split and detached completely. But those extra staples I just took out since I don't need to worry about it. But just the artwork and the colors are just there for me. You know what I mean? Just the way it is just very, very good. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, just doing my best here. So have a fun video idea. So I'll take that down. This is one of my favorite Amazing Spider-Man books that I have. I mean, I don't think you can tell. I got this one in San Diego this May, definitely May. But just the detail, the people, and just particularly the inside, the way Peter Parker and Mary Jane are. This is when it really just starts to pick up for me. This is I think one of the best times, and because I guess it'd be my only small complaint with Amazing Spider-Man now is that he's just a little too pointy-faced. There we go. A little too pointy-faced, a little too skinny again. I liked it when he was more buffed out, or more built, like someone who could actually have the strength and proportion of the spider. Matt, just seen your video. Nice guy. Comic Foo. Yeah, cool. But yeah, I got this one on from Yesteryear Comics in San Diego. So definitely one of my favorite books, just because nice mid-grade book. So I mean, the way the people look and the people look, just it's just this issue 68. Nice 68 one. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad someone here thinks the same thing, Tim. Yeah, he's just a little too. Well, I mean, maybe it's more realistic, because I mean, if someone else is buffed out as Eddie Brock is, and ASM 300 and all that, if he was someone else who's that buffed out, you'd be like, hey, there goes a guy with the same silhouette that looks like Spider-Man. But if it was a more average build, I guess he blends in easier to everyday people. But even then, just I don't know. This is my Spider-Man. The Spider-Man from the late double digits to early singles and all that. And hey, Matt, showing it off again. Beautiful Kirby cover, just like I said, just the. And another reason why I love the Silver Age, Jack Kirby does an amazing job. I mean, look at the depth in there. It's not as prominent in some issues, but just the depth and the color, the floating rock. I mean, it literally looks like the rocks are just, they're hovering all around you, and literally looks like the closest thing to you is the rocks and his fist. Thor looking like another beach boy. There we go. I think that's the best angle for that. But just that, really pretty and easy. These colors just pop. Yeah, those colors just pop. Yeah. The color and the artistry. This is why Silver Age is my age. I love, like I said, I have 1,400 books roughly. 1,200 of them are modern, but that's because when you start collecting books, I went to the comic shop and said, ASM, Action Comics, Superman, thank you. But there's just something there in the Silver Age. Luckily, there's still enough Silver Age books that are affordable that I can get books like that. I mean, this one, not as much affordable. Came across this from Hall of Justice Comics and Collectibles. Shout out to you, John. You have an amazing store up there in Parker, which is a suburb of Denver. Got this for 100 or 120, but managed to get my hands on it. This is currently in a special to be CGC box, so I just need to get the finances to be able to afford it. So nice cover, first cameo of him. Only downside is someone put their initials RE on there. Hopefully that does not give me a green label if I send it in. But it's not bad. It's kind of funny the way this light angled. This cover is not as white as it appears on the screen there. Just letting you guys know that it's a little more faded and all that, dirtier white or whatever. This light, this angle, this reflection off the screen, making it look a hell of a lot whiter than it really is. But Fantastic Four, gotta love them. One of my favorite things about the Fantastic Four covers is just the style of the lettering. It's like why I love how each book has its own style for its lettering. Fantastic Four, Thor had his books here like this. Here, first full appearance of him. That detail on the shadow and the Mjolnir. The light source being here. I can get a better angle for that one. Yeah, about right there. Yeah. Just love these covers. And of course, my favorite style in lettering is the title for Amazing Spider-Man. Origin of the Green Goblin. Classic cover art by John Romita Jr. He's another one of those guys. They're just beautiful artwork. Gotta love it. So like I said, the fire, you can see all the emotion on Green Goblin, even though you can't see him. He has that slump of defeat, of being beaten. But just the detail that's there. So, gotta love it. Gotta love it. And like I said, even this here, he's not as buffed as he appears in 68. But this has the look of strength. This to me, John Romita Jr., I think is one of the best. You got to let Steve Ditko go. He's the first one to create Spider-Man, drawing him. But John Romita here is a brilliant artist himself. Thanks, Matt. I really appreciate it. I love showing off my books, and I'm just grateful that I forget I can do this now too in live stream. So really cool. Really, really cool. But yeah, just the way the artwork is. Missed it. There we go. But yeah, I mean, you gotta wonder sometimes. I mean, I wonder Spider-Man's posture and position here. You know, I'm gonna put these down here. Don't want any books to fall in the making of this video. But you know, Doom. Only thing not 100% is like Doom just looks weird to me. So I can get it in there better. But first battle of Spider-Man and Doctor Doom. I mean, to be honest, I'm a Spider-Man fan, but Doctor Doom's gonna wipe the floor with him. He's gonna use Spider-Man for a mop. But gotta love it. Even when the cover doesn't make sense, the Silver Age just has that beauty. And when you want beauty and same tone, that same tone look is just gorgeous. Sick, sick. All that red there is just beautiful. So what are your guys' preference? Golden Age, Silver Age? Silver Age is the best. Bronze or modern? You know, it just depends on what you want to do, you know. Show night. This is beginning the Bronze Age here. Miss Marvel. This one's also to be graded. Got this book right before, I think, Captain Marvel movie. Nice floating heads there. Sexy pinup look on Miss Marvel. Not the most distinctive, you know, it's just like a brief pictures or like a flash of memory on the cover, not a detailed picture, but it makes it work. The color, the design, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous, this Golden Age books. Well, not Golden Age, the Bronze Ages. But like I said, I still prefer my Silver Age. You know, Jack Kirby, his Eternals here. Really, really nice. Jack Kirby does have a great style. That's really great style. See if I can get it better. There you go, I think. Really, really stuff. I'm looking forward to this Eternals movie. I think it's going to be really good. You know, of course, I just don't believe Marvel can really do anything wrong. But that's just me. My heart is all 90s. That's what I was reading and collecting as a kid. Jim Lee, Donny Cates, Ghost Rider, Infinity War, Death of Superman. Yeah, Death of Superman. That's where I was living. Like we said before, in the on the show, that's what got me into collecting. Or when I say I was reading Superman before and loving Superman before I started collecting. So that death and gotta represent the Gibbon gang. Shout out to you, Reggie. You're not, you know, you have to have this book. It might not be $1,000 book, but you have to have this book. And I have two. So, but yeah, 90s are cool. I mean, see if I should get out of the way. Got my 90s books up there, or I think the ASM 300 and Secret Wars number 8. Like I said, I'm not great with details and dates, but gotta love it, you know. And I think this is around the time here. This, you know, I think 110, 137. You know, this is like the perfect, I think, look when Peter Parker was in this book. So the early 100s, late single digits, that was on the perfect, I think, time. Although, gotta love Mary Jane in her Todd McFarlane's sexiness of her. He can draw I think that was her. I mean, at least drawing Mary Jane. He did a very nice curvature of Mary Jane. But I am always and forever will be my Silver Age books. My Amazing Spider-Man. Maybe that's why I'm kind of silver. Maybe that's why that's my age, Silver Age, is because Amazing Spider-Man was and Fantastic Four were the start of the Silver Age. So maybe that's why I love Silver Age more than any other age, is because Amazing Spider-Man came out and was the birth of Silver Age. I mean that's as good of a reason, right, as to anyone to collect and favor Silver Age books, is because it was the birth of the comics that you loved or the character you loved. I mean, it makes as much sense as any, as any of the colors or the cover. But yeah, I collect because you can afford it. Yeah, don't collect based off of age, based off of keys. That is a good thing too. I'm trying to get more Fantastic Four, and I'm starting with the keys. Of course, right now I'm starting with the books I can afford the most, which is the around 300s, late 200s, the books that appear in my local comic book store. But I'm getting more books, getting more books of the Fantastic Four, like I said, getting the keys. Got 2 appearances, got 2 books of this one, Fantastic Four 67, and 2 books, of his first full appearance, because I am convinced beyond a shadow of doubt he's coming in as the Guardians of the Galaxy book. That's just, that to me is a given. So, but yeah, I love the Fantastic Four, love Thor, Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, he's very interesting. I'm learning more and more about the character, so can't wait to see what he does in the Marvel Universe, because he has to show up. He just has to show up. He's too important of a character in Thor, and just that Guardians of the Galaxy, that in there, I will call him Atom. So he has to be there. But yeah, that's my collection. Those are my examples of golden era kind of books, silver, bronze, and modern. Luckily, I actually had enough of thing. But like I said, in preparation for the video, I looked at what I had in my collection. According to the list, I have, the books that I qualified as Golden Age were, I have 2 replica reprints of Action Comics #1, and Toys R Us reprints of early Batman, early Detective Comics. But the only true Golden Age book I have is the Action Comics 124. But so have a few, one real Golden Age, and the rest were reprints. Silver Age, I had 86 books as of today. Bronze Age books, I had 139 books as of today. And modern books outruns the race with 1,191 books. So, yeah, I have the most modern because I started collecting a year ago. So what else would I get? Because it was, to put your point, Matt, that it's what I could afford, and when I was collecting as an adult. So, yeah, Silver Age is where it is. The value, I think, is there. I think just the art, the way covers are drawn, the way the characters are drawn, character stories change from the Golden Age to the Silver Age, I believe. Like the Flash we know of, and his story started with the Silver Age books, and other books, other storylines, other characters' histories. Basically, was in my opinion, and I think to know to be true. I do not know if I know for sure, but it seemed like everything was forgotten in the Golden Age, poof, and we start over again in the Silver Age moving forward. I mean, that's almost what it seems like to me. I could be wrong, and again, if I am wrong, feel free to comment, because help me learn. So it seems to me Silver Age is when everything started over. New storylines started, because now you can go back with modern books. Stories and details stretch all the way to the Silver Age, but it doesn't go too far past that usually. So, but like I said, the artistry, the color, the detail, the color, the detail of the covers, detail inside. Silver Age is where it is for me. especially because, like I said, Super Action, Spider-Man showed up in the beginning of the Silver Age, so maybe that's just where it is for me. So cool. Late 80s and mid 90s is most of your collection. That's cool. And that seems to be about the easiest to collect too. So at least for me, my local comic book store is small. So it's what's there. So we don't have too many older stuff, you know, but it is cool. So anyway, that's my show. What's your age? How to use that title, because just if you ask the wrong person that, you're gonna get slapped up the wazoo. You're gonna fly into the wall behind you if you ask the wrong person what's your age. So that's why I had a picture of Captain Marvel looking all powerful there, because she looks pissed. What's your age? So I just had to start out as a joke, thinking about it at work. What's your age? When I realized Silver Age, outside the modern books I get every Wednesday, is what I actively try to collect, Silver Age books. So I like it. So that's my comic book era, Silver Age. So if you like this video, please give me a like, give me a comment down below, and feel free to share. If you made it this long, I am doing a contest video when I reach 250 subscribers. I am only, I think, 20 away, and this is the prize that I'll be throwing out with the contest here when I reach 250. All-Star Batman #1 from the Rebirth, whatever, in CGC 9.2. Nice book I got from my local comic book shop. I actually think it was a gift, but I knew it was bought in a local comic book shop. So this will be. See ya. No, peace out. But so yeah, like, comment. But if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because once I hit 250, this is the book I'll be throwing in as a prize for my contest. So I have all the details ironed out here at this point, but I'm going to wait until I get closer to 250, or actually reach 250, before I launch a video describing what I want for my contest. So if you're a big Batman fan, this is a nice cover and a nice story for Batman. Nice #1 book to add to anyone's collection. So like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and when we get 250, we'll have a new contest for you. So hope everyone enjoyed this video. I realize it's a little bit long, but I do appreciate everyone here who was commenting. Tim, Boy Who Had 7, Mr. Gretzky, Rod, if you're still here. Thank you guys for showing up and commenting. It means so much to me to have people talking with me. It's always fun. Yeah, well, thank you. I do enjoy it, and you can always rewind and start over again. So if you have nothing else to do for 40 minutes of your time, of your day. But anyway, thank you so much. And like I said, if you have a certain age in comics you like, Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze, or Modern, or even if the decades like 80s or 90s, comment down below. I would love to hear your opinion on your favorite comic book era. Mine, like I said, my favorite is the Silver Age, just because of the artwork, the artists, the details, and specifically, it's when my favorite superhero and comic came out in. So that's why I like what I like. I mean, it might seem an odd reason, or it might be the perfect reason for what I like the Silver Age, but definitely, and that's very cool. Burke Nasty, moderns are cool books to have. Yeah. But yeah, Silver Age is where I live. I collect Silver Age and Modern out of everything else. So I have enough. I have other books to represent all eras, but these are my favorites. So that's my video. That's my era. Thank you everyone for chatting and commenting and coming in. I deeply appreciate it. please give me a like and a comment. And if you're not subscribed, please give me a subscribe. I would love to have your viewership and your subscription. It means the world to me. Every one of you guys who watches this, I just want to say thank you so much. You guys are the best, and I deeply appreciate it. So this is Mr. Comics signing off. Have a good Sunday tomorrow, everyone, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.